My name is Jennifer, and I want to tell you my love story. Just share it with other girls. Maybe my experience will help somebody not to make a mistake while choosing a life partner. In my family, my dad is the boss. He's a cool boss, but a tough guy. As for Mom, she's always behaved like a servant. My brother took the second position in our family hierarchy. Then, the dog. As for me, I was a useless thing. Besides, I was a woman, so my place was somewhere below. Dad was sure that a woman's place is always in the kitchen, so he prepared me for that kind of life. But I was a fighter. I didn't want to be like my mom, who was silent and tolerated it. If I were her, I would have beaten Dad with a frying pan and just left. But she agreed to be a good girl. Besides, she told me that I would catch it all when I got older. Well, I didn't take it. I fought back to my brother. In Dad's opinion, it's good when the brother offends his sister. I must bear it. I was rude to my father. I would grab something in dangerous situations. Of course, it's not a beautiful thing, a girl holding something ready to attack. But my brother got enough from me. Dad thought I freaked out and quit. We had a strict rule in our family. I must be home before 8 o'clock. It's even better to go home at once after school. Friends can wait. He would tell me that I was going to school to study, not to have fun. Boys. This thing made his face red. He would yell about them, and the neighbors would even call the police several times. To me, I have lived in a closet for a week. That's true. I had a huge closet with old stuff. I got into it and waited. It somehow could be locked from the inside. Moreover, it was hard to break the door. My brother bullied me. He didn't joke with me. He bullied me on purpose. He could pour a bowl of soup on my head at the school cafeteria. He could trip me so I could fall down and break something. Well, I couldn't exist without a serious stuff. A stick or a chair. He was 2 years older. Besides, he was stronger than me. So I tried not to meet him face to face. Well, I really ran home after. I didn't want to be beaten. Sometimes I went out to the playground and watched another kind of situation. A boy of my age was walking with his younger sister. They both were like magazine characters. He was big and caring. She was a little girl in a lace dress. She looked very happy. He pushed her on the swing and helped her make cakes. He also treated her bruised knees if he couldn't catch her. In fact, it looked true. Nobody made him do that. Well, it was a real love of a brother and sister. I envied. In my opinion, it was a model of a perfect family. Not only I thought like that, all of my neighbors did. I saw it in their faces. Our family wasn't adequate. It wasn't like that at all. Mom was always obedient. Dad yelled a lot. My brother bullied me because my parents let him do it. So I started to fantasize that it was me, with curls and bows instead of this girl. That wonderful boy treated my bruised knees. It was a fabulous fantasy. I don't know how, but we became friends. Her name was Layla. She was as nice and bright as she was from afar. She was like that princess from a cartoon. Birds, animals, and other kids were jostling near her. She was like a big sun that warmed up everyone. She also cared for me, though she was younger, and her life was better than mine. So we began to play. We did it under her brother's control. She even shared her toys with me. These Barbie dolls with no regrets. That kid even wanted to give me one, but I refused. First, the doll was really expensive. I was afraid that her parents would scold her for that. Second, my family would break it, throw it, or do something else. That's why Layla and I decided that my doll would live with her. Later, I got close to Layla's brother. His name was Danny. It happened imperceptibly. He was as nice and bright of a person as his younger sister. You know, he was so reliable, kind, and strong. I was afraid of nothing when I was next to him. That guy was like a real shield. He watched us. He looked after us. I don't know if it was love. I didn't know what love was. But when he came to me and asked something, I got that I would be his wife. Everything was as good as I wanted. We started dating at 15. Of course, we did it secretly. Danny beat my brother several times for his tricks. After that, he stopped touching me. The rest of the time, we walked hand in hand in the park near the koi. Sometimes Layla hung out with us. She became my best friend. They were my real family. Different guys tried to get to me. I was beautiful. Of course, I could date anyone I wanted. Classmates, people walking by. But I always wanted only Danny. I didn't need anyone else. There were guys who were richer and nicer, but I didn't need them. At 16, he proposed to me for the first time. At 17, after the 15th proposal, I said yes. His parents helped us to rent an apartment. They also helped me find a part-time job. By the way, Danny also found a great job. Well, we have been married since 17 years old. We earned for a living on our own. I don't talk to my parents anymore. Dad says I disappointed him. He wanted me to marry his friend's son. Mom took Dad's side, as usual. She repeated that a woman's duty was to please a man. As for my brother, he stopped noticing me. It made me very happy. So girls, love is not the main thing. It's much better when you are happy together.